This backpacking trip was one of my craziest yet. A 3-day point-to-point through Garibaldi Park, summiting Panorama Ridge, scrambling the Black Tusk, and a close call cougar encounter on the way up. And it all started right here. Awesome, we got dinner here. Our bag is all packed up. Our taxi is over there, so I'm gonna go head over there and we're gonna head out now. Garibaldi Lake trailhead, and there is our ride. We've made it to the trailhead. We are going to hike from here all the way to Helm Creek today, which is about 8 or 9 kilometers. 3 days? Oh, Cougar reported in Helm Creek campground, so we're gonna be careful here. And off we go. It's starting out very wide, very nice. I know the trail to Cheakamus Lake is great, although this whole trail should be pretty great and well defined because it is very popular. We will follow this trail for about 2 kilometers until we get to the Cheakamus Lake bridge, where we will then cross and then go up a set of switchbacks. Okay, so we've got some news. Apparently the Cougars were stalking people at the campground, so most of the people left. So I think instead today we're gonna go over to Cheakamus Lake and camp there for the night and then make it up to Panorama Ridge tomorrow, because it seems like it is not going to be a good idea to spend the night there. That's scary. They said that they couldn't even go to there, that they had to that the Cougars were there watching them while they were trying to take their tent down and head out. Okay, so instead of hiking to Helm Creek today, we're gonna go over to Cheakamus Lake, which is about 1.5 kilometers this way. I mean, I did want to see Cheakamus Lake anyway, so I guess we're checking it off the list now. We'll just hike all the way through tomorrow, and it'll be a lot safer during the day, I feel like. Okay, we are hiking, and we are relatively close to the Cheakamus Lake campground. Okay, so we found a campsite right on the Cheakamus Lake here. So there is 2 other people who are planning on doing the same thing, and this happened, so. Set up the bivvy here. I think I'm just gonna eat this because I'm not so hungry right now. Even after quite the turn of events, it is still an absolutely beautiful day. And the sun is beginning to set. This is the view from the campground tonight. Gonna chill out a little bit and then we're gonna head to sleep. Try to sleep in a little bit tomorrow and then we're gonna do the hike over. Good morning. We're gonna eat some breakfast and leave in about 30 minutes to try to get out of that area within about 2 hours and just push through it, not take any breaks. And I am back to Pop-Tarts for breakfast after quite a bit of time of 2 Good-to-Go boxes. We made it to the bridge where the river crossing is. Well, thankfully it's not a river crossing because there's a bridge. And away we go, all on our own, to Helm Creek. Okay, switchbacks begin. That we're alone, we want to be as loud as we can. I'm gonna blast some music and I'm gonna make as much noise as I humanly can. A bench here and a little bit of a viewpoint. Pretty cool. There's another group. Okay, so they were coming down. They camped up there and they didn't see the Cougars. Anyway, there's a group 100 meters ahead of me that are gonna go camp there for the night, so I'm catching up with them right now. Thank God I see them already. Oh. Lunch here. Yeah, we'll make something in the jet boil for dinner at the summit. Actually closed the campground and the trail, so we're gonna hike all the way through today, just out of the closure area, because yeah, this is closed. The people that we saw earlier today at Cheakamus Lake, they made it to the trailhead and it was all taped off, and the ranger was there saying that it was closed until next week, which is kind of crazy. Okay, we're not entering. We were already here before. This is the campground here. We're continuing through now. There was a few people just working on the outhouses for some reason. So that over there is the Black Tusk. We're following over to Panorama Ridge, which is over there. And then there's some peaks over here as well. That over there is the route to Helm Glacier, which is back over there behind Panorama Ridge. Taking a break over here by the Meadows. It's really nice. That over there is the summit of Whistler with the bridge.
When we went.
Wow. Views looking over to the Black Tusk are pretty cool from here. A marmot! There he is. Look at that guy. Now we're hiking through the lava field thingy, and it's really cool. This is mainly why I wanted to go through this way, because it just looks way cooler to hike through this and then do it as a point-to-point. It's absolutely epic. You can see the trail that goes up the ridge on Panorama. It looks pretty defined, so we should be good for a summit today as well. That over there is Panorama Ridge. You can actually see the people up on the ridge moving and going down. Creek crossing here with a pretty nice bridge actually. That ends halfway through the river. Making really good progress. We're just about at the divide for the Panorama Ridge Trail. That's the Tantalus Range over there. You can see the glaciers.
The dirty bag. Yeah.
Okay, we're separating our ways. The group that I was hiking with today, it was really nice people. Really nice to meet them. So now we're gonna head up to Panorama Ridge as the weather conditions are looking like they are getting better. About 300 meters is gained to the summit, and gonna try to crush through it as quickly as possible so I can just chill at the summit, make some dinner. And then by the looks of it, at about 2 a.m. till sunrise, we should have epic stars and an amazing sunrise. Oh man, you get such an amazing view of the Tantalus Range and the Black Tusk from here. Though the weather's looking pretty clear over there, thankfully. This is probably the most trodden through snow I have ever seen. It is literally a trench. It does look a little bit rainy over there, out by Pemberton. There is looking pretty beautiful actually in the distance. It's nice and clear. Clouds are high. So it shows on every single forecast 0% chance of rain, and that is only going to get more sunny, less cloudy as time goes on. So not too concerned about it. That over there is Garibaldi Lake, and that is the start of the ridge. So it's over there. The view from Panorama Ridge here. It is absolutely unreal. This right here is honestly the perfect spot to just relax and chill. But we're just gonna head over to the summit quickly just because we're already here, so we might as well. Continuing onto the summit just to check it out because it is very, very close. So we might as well, since we're already here. We have made it to the true summit. And the view's not a whole lot better from here, actually. They were right. Summit views. They're nice, but it was nicer at the ridge, like the people just getting set up, and there's some eagles. Oh my god, they're huge. Okay, we got the Jetboil out. First time using this one. We're gonna make this first, and then if we're still hungry, we have a ramen. Okay, dinner is cooking. We just have a marmot over there. He's just chilling, so he's not bothering anyone. And an absolutely delicious meal for dinner. Although I'm content with probably having 2 meals because I'm just so hungry. Okay, dinner number 2 is a ramen. I just remembered I brought $1 Oreo stacks. Off-brand Oreos, but I am so excited to eat that. That will be my dessert for today. It's funky chocolate fake Oreos. Okay, we are literally in the clouds right now, but once that last cloud comes over, we're gonna have an absolutely insane view. It is slightly raining. This whole trip has been such an adventure. Like the sun is going down for the night, and the peaks are gonna be dark. They're gonna be dark when the sun goes down. It also is going to probably get pretty chilly here, so I think I am going to use the washroom that does not exist and try to cozy up a little bit more. I think it might rain just a little bit. I am feeling a few drops. So I think I'm gonna zip this up. The sun is starting to rise in the distance. Good morning. We are in the clouds again. The forecast has been completely wrong. Fucking mosquito. I'm just hoping that it'll clear up today so I can go do Black Tusk. Just at least to the base to check it out. Yeah, we're gonna chill out here for a bit, eat some breakfast, I think. Slowly make our way down and the sun is finally revealing itself. Looks like the clouds are going away, thankfully. I was a little worried about that. This is quite the view to wake up to. Also, oh man, this got really dirty. And my sleeping bag is kind of wet from like the last trip. And then this trip made it even more moist. So once we get back to the car today, we're gonna dry everything out. The marmots are like just like the dogs. That is really funny. There's 5 of them. And then one over there, so there's 6. Okay, I think we're gonna pack up slowly and then start heading over to the Tusk, which looks absolutely glorious right now. Okay, so pretty cool thing. I always knew that there was a shelter there, but I thought that it was taken out, but no, it actually exists. I think you can only get there in the winter unless you somehow get across this lake. And I can't tell if there's a heli there. Anyway, we're packing up. These flip-flops have been absolutely goated as camp shoes. Like, they're way better than Crocs just because they don't take up space. So down we go. Strangely, it is 9 a.m. and I have not seen a single soul. The amount of people that were on here last evening is like quite crazy, but it's a Saturday. Yeah, we're connecting back onto the main trail now. I am gonna do a quick shortcut just to connect back to the Black Tusk trail, and then we'll just follow the main trail for the rest of the way to the parking lot again. I have a feeling a lot of people had the same idea. I'm not sure if this is a trail, but I think we're gonna go up this way. Basically, we're on a side hill, straight down this line of trees. Gonna cross, I think, 1 or 2 creeks, and then we will be on the Black Tusk trail. I'm 90% sure that people have done this before because it looks like there is a trail of sorts, and it is a pretty like good shortcut. You save over 3 kilometers, but I'm gonna focus here and try to make my route. Thankfully the bush isn't too dense so we can cross pretty easily. The Scenic Detour, we just follow that way there, and the trail's right there. We've just made it back onto the main trail and it doesn't look too far, so we'll just keep going up. We could really stop because the bugs here are killing me. Maintain from here, but still pack down, and we're just gonna head right up there then. We're on the little ridge now, so we're basically over there at the Viewpoints. That's why I brought my whole backpacking back up here. But it's good training, I guess. On here is incredibly unstable. Like, you can just hear rock falling. Like, literally the lightest gust of wind will blow off pieces of the rock. This false summit, technically. The real summit is like behind there. And that is the trail. You can see the rock is like deteriorating. Tantalus range over there. You can see Garibaldi, and you can see where we maybe last night over there with all the peaks in the background. I'm just gonna go check it out. Apparently everyone's leaving their bags over there, so I could do that and then I would be fine. This rock looks absolutely horrible, but I'm gonna try to find the flags here. This is the gully. I'm not gonna record anything, I'm just gonna go up. That over there was the crux. After this, it's really straightforward. Basically just continuing up here, and then we're at the summit. And we made it. Easier than I thought it would be, actually. Whew. And these are the summit views. They get a little bit better of a vantage point, especially towards Panorama. Now, back down we go. to Garibaldi Lake and make some lunch. Probably make it there in about an hour and a half. Basically just butt slid and skied down all the snow, which is really awesome. We're making good progress. We're almost back into the tree line. These are the Black Tusk Meadows. I believe there should be some flowers which will be coming up soon. But it's a beautiful boardwalk. We have 10 kilometers down to the parking lot, all downhill. And we're just gonna stop by the lake. We're relatively close now. But I'm gonna stop for lunch and then it should take about 2 hours to hike the 10 kilometers down. I'm not really in a rush because it's only 12:30 right now and I just wanted to be back before 6. So even with an hour lunch break at the lake, we should be perfectly fine. So yeah, this has been, I would say, one of the coolest backpacking trips I've done. Maybe second place. I don't know if it would go for first. Maybe. I have to think about it. But I'll see you at the lake. We have finally made it to the lake shore of Garibaldi Lake. Pretty beautiful. You can see the glaciers basically rolling all the way to the lake almost. It's absolutely beautiful. Gonna put our feet in the water and then probably make some lunch.
All good.
Down 9 kilometers to go. Viewpoint. We're about 6.5K from the trailhead now. We're about 1.3 kilometers out now. We're done the switchbacks, but the trail never ends. And just like that, from Cheakamus Lake all the way to Rubble Creek. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this one and want to see my next adventure, you can watch that right over here. I upload videos just like this every single week, so if you like this, you can subscribe, and I'll see you then.